Google. Let's go get him again.
Welcome back to the Robezoid channel. I'm your host Mark, and welcome to a first impression unboxing on the brand of Christian Dior. This one called Vanilla Diorama. So we're looking at a vanilla based fragrance. This is of course from La Collection Privée, from the brand. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this is the very last Privé that Monsieur Demachy has done for the brand of Christian Dior before getting flicked out of the brand, obviously replaced by Francis K. I know that he did, actually after this, he did another Privé, but it was called Cheval Blanc, which was, I believe, an exclusive for a hotel? I might be wrong. Cheval Blanc, I do have a sample of Cheval Blanc that will be showing up on Sampling Samples, but let's focus on this. Of course, not an unboxing. Just to let you know the backstory on this one, I got this on Facebook groups, a Canadian Facebook group. These Privés do go on there. Some people split these things on these Canadian groups and then try to sell, you know, the rest of the bottle to someone like me, or you get partials. And it is a brand that it's almost not worth going full retail for me personally. I can get these for 200 Canadian, 250 is probably the high mark for a bottle this size. The low mark, you're looking at 150 to $60 Canadian, which is extremely cheap for these Privés. So I exercise patience. Again, I'm not in need of any fragrances. So it's almost a little game for me that I'm like, okay, the next Privé that's around 150 to $200, I'm looking for this amount of juice. And there's a whole math behind my weirdness of fragrance purchasing. Some brands I go full retail, some I go to discounters, some I do this. Privé, they're regularly available on these Facebook groups. So I don't even recall the last time I purchased one at a Dior boutique, full-fledged retail. And discounters usually don't have these, so these Facebook groups are best for that. Now, moving forward, that is why there's no box. There is a dent into it. This is not my dent. This was the previous owner's dent. I got this for below $200 Canadian. I think it was $175 if I'm correct, with shipping, which is awesome. Great price. And I can't wait to smell this one. I'm a big vanilla guy. I like my strong, syrupy, ambery vanillas, almost vanilla extract like Spiritueuse Double Vanille by Guerlain, which is above my head here, is the benchmark of vanillas for me. It's dark, it's syrupy, it's comforting. It is everything I want for a vanilla-based fragrance. It is very simplistic as a fragrance, but it has some depth to it because of the syrupiness and the well, the darkness of it. I absolutely love it. It smells like a vanilla pod and not this white fluffy thing. So vanillas, obviously is a note that is very much utilized in fragrances. I've smelt probably hundreds of them, so it's nothing new. Demachy has done some vanillas in his past. I can't wait to smell this one because it looks like it's going to be a darker one. There is some notes like rum. I like a good booziness to my vanilla. To this, and then there's some spices here. So let's sniff this. Let's crack this one open for me. Let's add it to my collection. It's going up there after this video, so now I can readily start wearing it and get it ready for a test drive. So let's go on a strip first, and then it'll be my scent of the day today. So let's my first sniff on Vanilla Diorama off a strip. Let's see what we get. Citrus is off the bat, very thin. You can detect the vanilla a little bit. Well, that orange is popping on this strip. More than, I think there's lemon and orange in here in the note breakdown. There's a ambery hue backing it. Not as dense as I was expecting. So scent of the day, I am gonna over apply, maybe. I'm not gonna put on my white shirt because I think this may stain my beautiful white shirt. You can't have that stained, you know what I mean? Okay, you get more. Oh man, what a difference. Oh yeah, this is garbage as far as the representation of this scent. FYI, put this on skin. Holy moly. What a difference. Okay. Wow. There's so much more going on here. Wow. Whew. This is really nice. Okay. So you gotta like your vanillas, of course. You gotta like sweet scents. You know, a reviewer that does not like sweet scents, that doesn't like vanilla, I don't know, it's like a lost cause here. This is it's thinner than I thought it was gonna be. This is really, the first thing that caught my nose, not my eye, my nose, the blend. The blend in here is the balance of notes, absolutely stunning. Demachy does get a lot of poo-poo in this fragrance community by certain fragrance reviewers. Their nose are broken. I'm coming after you. Demachy is an excellent perfumier. The blend is outstanding. Okay, so I'm a little torn. Okay, on one side of the coin, what I'm getting out of this, it's the wearability is there. And with niche fragrances, there's that double-edged sword, right? As a real fragrance head, you want things to be big, bold, crazy, you know, make something different. Make something not as high as a wearability type of scent. And Dior has done this, you know, the spice blend that I just did an unboxing last week has high wearability. So I see where Dior is going with their line, at least recently, especially towards the tail end of Demachy's tenure, is that they're going for more of let's go for more wearability, which means more sales, more noses are going to get into this. Now going back to the scent, and very unisex. So again, going into that wearability side, I think women and men can wear this. The orange in here pops way more than the lemon. There is a citric appeal, but it's a hue of orange. It's not like a big authentic orange. No, it's a small portion of the fragrance, but you can definitely smell it. It's almost like, okay, we're gonna get into the whole picture, but it's not that gourmand, and I'm just warning you, it's not that gourmand to me. It has some complexity to it, and there is some resinous quality, and there's some patchouli in here too, which kind of makes it toe the line of, is it gourmand or is it something else? And it really toes, and again, the blend and the balance of notes is exquisite here. Not too sweet, not super cloying. Again, it all depends on your nose. I like sweet scents. I like vanilla-based scents. I actually like my vanillas way stronger than this, more darker than it. This has actually, it's very light. It's, you know, I'm in Canada, if you didn't know. This is a fall vanilla-based fragrance. I want something darker, more syrupy in the winter. This seems like it doesn't have that oomph to it. Now, going back to what I was thinking of this, what this fragrance is all about. Nice airy vanilla cake. Now, not Duncan Hines cake. That's too sweet. Like, I'm talking about, you know, Michelin star kind of restaurant that you're going to. You just ended an amazing meal. They bring you this cake and it's not so dense. It's a vanillic cake. There's a little bit of an orange rind on top. There's a sprinkle of a rum flavored syrup, and it gives you that orange glow, and it gives you that amberiness, that warmth, almost resin-like in this fragrance. And it's not dark and dense, like it's just a sprinkling of this rum flavored syrup. And the cake, once you start eating it, you're like, oh, there's some spicy facets. Like there's cardamom in here, there's pink patchouli, or pink pepper, sorry. And those spicy facets add to almost like it's an light orange, white, mostly white, but with a light brown hue of spice here with that little bit of that rum. So the blend is outstanding because the spices aren't too, the texture isn't that big. The patchouli in here really grounds this thing to make it less gourmandish, less vanilla pod like. The citrus is really nice balance here, very minimal. But like I said, like maybe like a little bit of the orange rind on the top as garnish of this fragrance. Dare I say an airy vanilla? No, it's in the middle of a dense and airy vanilla. It's like right there. It almost kind of reminds me of one that I smelled recently, Annie from Nishane, sorta, kinda, just because of the citrus appeal and the vanillic combo. But nicely blended, high wearability, great balance of notes, not too sweet, not super cloying to my nose. Comfort comes to mind. What else? Hug in a bottle. Like I just did a video about hug in the bottle. This is right there because it has that ambery glow to it. Very unisex. Like if I brought this, you know, man and woman can wear it, right? This could be like, don't bring your bottle, I got us, right? Very unisex. So orange mild spice vanilla cake, sprinkle of rum flavored syrup, almost kind of resin-like with the, I believe that rum resin thing will probably get denser as the more this thing stays on skin. It's just right there, but it feels so thin. Dark but thin at the same time. You know, not the most original vanillic scent, and again, any vanillic scent's not really that original, so not that unique, not that original, but high utility vanillic scent. I could see a lot of people loving this. You know, real frag heads are looking for maybe like more resins, more darkness, more woods, more smoke, all that good stuff to make this like a worthwhile release. But they don't always have to be like that. This is definitely, you know, if you like Fèves Délicieuses from the same brand, tonka bean based, of course, this is a safe bet. This is less dense from what I'm getting, less dense than Fèves Délicieuses. It has, I wouldn't be surprised if there's actual tonka bean in this. Like I'm not getting the cherry hue, I'm not getting the almond-like, but I'm feeling something more than a vanillic tendency, and something that does give up vanillic tendencies, like a tonka bean or even a benzoin, a resin of some sort. It feels like it's, and maybe that rum note that's playing games with my nose. Yeah, like a really good fall-based scent for me. You know, like a sweater type of fragrance. It's just comforting, don't have to think about it. I like this build. That was the thing that attracted to me right away. Demachy is criminally underrated within our fragrance community. I think he's one of the best in the game, and his recent, I wouldn't say recent, like the past several years, like what he can do with Dior Intense to, you know, to Fèves Délicieuses, to this, these type of fragrances. Gourmand he's good at that. I mean, he's very, and his palette's so huge as a nose and perfumier. Absolutely love Demachy's work. But this one is one of those that, for me, the vanilla game, is it ever going to be, I don't think it's a 10 out of 10 for me personally. I'm just being honest. You know, is this going to dethrone Spiritueuse du Vanille? Not in, there's no single chance here. This is more complex than a SDV. I feel like this has more to it. It has that, the spices, and it has that orange zest. It has that rum, ambery glow. Yeah, that I just can't think of, like, I'm thinking cake, but I feel like that's way too dense and gourmand that, you know, you watching this video are going to be like, oh, it's a gourmand. It's not that gourmand, but it has that imagery of a super, like a Michelin star. If you've ever been to a really high-end restaurant and they have this pastry that is known, so light, but it really just gives you a lot of different, you know, once it hits your lips, you're just like, okay, yeah, I'm getting some spicy facets. I'm getting that orange zest that maybe it wasn't visually there, but once you tasted it, you're like, oh, okay. This is where this is taking me. Not that gourmandish, but it has that patchouli does its thing here too. Well blended. And that's something that you'll always get from me on my channel is blend quality, balance of notes, really make a fragrance. I don't care about my personal taste in regards to it. And this is right in my wheelhouse. I do like these kind of scents. Do I feel like there's better ones in regards to, you know, you're getting more vivid notes, darker notes, denser notes? Yes. And that's where my taste gets into play, that those are 10 out of 10s. This is a high score type of fragrance just because of the way it's done. It takes me places. That's where I want to be. I want to go into imagery. So that's almost like an 8 automatic, almost to a 9 out of 10 for me. I don't think it'll be a 10 out of 10 for me once everything's done, but an excellent release from Christian Dior and Monsieur Demachy. Well done. Now that you heard my take, I'd love to see yours in the comments below. A lot of you have been looking forward to this video. I'm finally happy that I can shoot this video. Now this first impression is done. I'm impressed. I'm not over the moon, like, oh, this is the best vanilla in the game. No, very solid release from the House of Christian Dior. So I can't wait to see the comments below, good or bad. You don't have to agree with me. Absolutely love seeing comments, you know, from every spectrum, right? I want frag heads to click on my videos. Thank you very much. Love you all. But at the same time, when I'm watching a video, I scroll down in the comments sometimes, and I want you, because a lot of you know your stuff. Let us know what you think about this one. And as always, a greater pour fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your vanilla-based fragrance wisely, definitely. You know, go check out Spiritueuse du Bleu Vanille from Guerlain. If you haven't, what are you doing? Especially if you like vanilla, you have to. All right, signing off. Have a good one. See you in the next one.